Yes, wonderful, Andrew. Andrew, and if you don't mind, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, about my
Please.
goals, and then you tell about your vision. Uh-huh.
Sure.
I'm a professional trainer and speaker focusing on soft skills. So I help individuals and organizations to set and achieve personal and professional goals faster and easier. So work on mindset, helping eliminate some limiting beliefs and fears,
Yep.
form new habits, and that's probably main focus. I'm certified trainer with Jack Canfield. It was a program I took in 2014, a live program in the US, and also
Yep.
I'm huge. Um, I'm an expert and partner of Brian Tracy Academy here in Russia. So probably you know
Okay.
Brian.
I know Brian and Jack Canfield, did you say?
Yeah, Jack Canfield and Brian Tracy are my role models, and I learn a lot from them. And my vision is to expand my speaking and coaching career internationally, because before I was focusing more on Russian speaking market.
Yep.
And it's good. And I think it's time to grow, to diversify my activities. So that's my a little bit challenge to use English as my main language to work with my clients. So thank you for your compliment, Andrew, about my English. There are absolutely room for improvement to everything.
Well, let me say this, Pavel, your English is better than my Russian. I can say vodka.
Yes.
That's about it.
Yeah. So and also I'm an author of several books in Russian on goal setting and mindset and unlocking professional personal potential. So the law of attraction, goals, that's what I really passionate about, and I want to be valuable to more people, to teach and inspire them how to set and achieve goals, how to use our brain potential, and so on. And also a vice president of JCI Russia, so Junior Chamber International. Probably you know that organization as well, Andrew.
So,
What's
it called?
What do you say?
What's it called? JCI?
JCI, Junior Chamber International.
Junior Chamber International.
Yeah. So that's my short story.
Okay, now Pavel, I need to know the backstory though. I need to know you. I don't, because it's what you're doing is awesome. I love that you're a speaker and a trainer, and I love that you're passionate about helping people. I want to know you though. What led you to this? What did you have to do, achieve, overcome to get you to this point where where you've got this passion to help people?
I think, Andrew, that was back in 2005 when I started to ask myself a question: what's the difference between successful people and others? How can I achieve much more results than my peer group and family members? And I just started to read biographies on psychology, on business, on marketing. And for 2 years, I didn't see any results. But then I saw some great changes, transformation inside, inner transformation. And because of my inner transformation with mindset, with some beliefs and everything, my outer life started to change to the better. And I found that there's a profession called speaker and coach. I didn't know about that. I just was very passionate about that, and then I want to do that. It works in my life. It works in my friend's life, because I gave some recommendation to them. I helped them to achieve goals, and then I moved to Moscow, because I was born in northwestern part of Russia, close to Finland and St. Petersburg, as you mentioned before. And I moved to Moscow in 2011, and I had some financial success and decided to apply for Train the Trainer program with Jack Canfield. It was around $19,000 or $20,000, and I was ready. And that 2014 was, I think, the main year in my professional life where I started to provide workshops and seminars on a regular basis.
Okay. So you bought, what's the town that you were brought up in?
Repeat it again, Andrew, please.
Where you grew up? What was the name of the town?
Petrozavodsk.
Petrozavodsk.
Yes.
What were you doing?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, what were you asking?
It's a region called Karelia. It's very close to Finland, so it used to be the same region, Finland and this part of Russia.
Okay. Okay. So you can speak Finnish as well then?
Not really. My grandmother did, but I don't know.
And what were you doing for work? What was your career before you started being a coach?
I've been a little bit in sales, in advertising, but I think the main one is speaking, because even when I was in sales, I provided some teaching educational programs for employees of my company. So I had this feeling to go there because my mother is a teacher. So maybe on my DNA, it's a little bit teaching and speaking and something like that.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Awesome.
Andrew, but what I have right now is a little bit more like a hobby and freelance, either than business. And my goal, and I think that's my focus for the following couple of years, is to build a business system structure, business speaking and business and coaching, or speaking and coaching business, not a hobby.
Yeah.
My clients coming from referrals, testimonials, and word of mouth. It's good, but I think it's very important to build a marketing and sales processes.
Yeah.
And a team.
Do you have a website?
I do have my last name.com, Verbnyak.com.
And okay, that's all in Russian.
Yeah, it's Russian, but probably you can translate it with a Google service or something like that.
Okay. Okay. It's a good looking website. So, Pavel, I'll just tell you a bit about me. My background, so I'm in Australia. I'm in Melbourne, Australia. I don't know if have you ever visited Australia?
Not yet. I've been very close to Australia in Bali, but that's on my goal list, to visit Australia and New Zealand someday. Absolutely.
Yeah. So my background is sport. I played professional Australian football back in the 80s, and I've worked in the health and fitness industry for over 30 years now. I was a personal trainer for 15 years, and then worked long hours, long hard hours, and then I decided I bought a cafe as well and lost a lot of money in the cafe, and then I decided, just made a very random decision to write a book. So my first book was published in 2004, and really that's sort of been the start of my journey. So the last sort of 15 years now, 17 years, I've been writing books and doing a lot of speaking. Similar, I think we're obviously doing in similar space, and the podcast is really, I want to inspire people. I want to help people live their best life, and I'm sure that's the same for you. So the podcast for me is less about teaching skills and more about inspiring people through stories and through personal experience. Yeah. So I would want to talk about you and your journey.
Absolutely. Okay? That's great, Andrew.
I'm not really interested in the 5 steps to goal setting. I'm not really interested in the theory.
Right.
Like the theory, people can find theory anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm interested in personal stories. I mean, I think the fact, I would be really interested to know about your early life and the life in Russia, because were you brought up in when it was communist?
Yes. I was born in 1987.
Okay. Tell me some of the challenges you had growing up in communist Russia.
Andrew, I was too small to remember some of these challenging situation, but as I remember from stories of my mom and grandfather, it was difficult especially in early 1990s to get a lot of food and to do something, because Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, and in
Right.
1990s was challenging times for all former Soviet republics
Yeah.
to develop ourselves as different countries. So and I think that's challenging too. And also, Andrew, that would be great to talk and discuss some financial beliefs, because before 1991 it was prohibited and not easy to talk about money and business,
Yeah.
in this kind of society. Nobody did like legal businesses, and it was I
A lot of
think.
black market.
Right, and uh, a lot of people have this kind of limitation to earn money, to make businesses. I mean, subconscious limitation. And when I saw some of them in myself, I started to fix them. I started to develop them and change them to better programs, because we are
Okay.
like a computer. If we have some kind of programs, it's not easy to do something different than them. So on conscious level, a lot of people would love to become rich, but on subconscious level, it's not easy to do that with this kind of fears and limitation.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that transition from Soviet Union to a more capitalistic sort
Right.
of ideology. It would have been very difficult for your parents and for your grandparents
Yeah.
to have to come to terms with more freedom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, yeah, okay. Well, that, see, there's an angle. I mean, I think I'm always looking for an angle. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, mate. If you would be happy to have that conversation, I'd like to talk a little bit about that. You know, what you experienced as a child, growing up in Russia, in terms of that financial, the beliefs around money and
Yeah,
success
that
in
would be
business.
great, Andrew.
And then that could lead into your transformation and how you started to reprogram your own beliefs. Yeah, are you comfortable with that approach?
Absolutely. And I think it's going to be very interesting, because I didn't talk a lot about that, and that would be great to discuss and to discover that together with you.
Yeah. Have you listened to any of my podcasts?
Not really, Andrew.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. If you can, have a listen to one or two of them,
Okay.
just so you'll get a feel for I guess what I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
do with them, and then let's lock a time in.
Uh-huh.
So this sort of time, this time is good for you normally.
Yeah. Yes, Andrew. Uh-huh.
So around 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. If we looked at maybe 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Actually, sorry, no. Hang on. Let's go next week. Is 8 a.m. too early for you?
Andrew, I am okay with October 7th, 8th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 18th.
Is 8 a.m. is 8 in the morning? Is that okay for you?
Oh yeah, yes, Andrew, because I am in 5 a.m. club. So
oh, okay, awesome. Because our daylight savings will starts this weekend, which means the time's going to change. So if we do the 12th of October.
Okay, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday, the 12th of October at 8 a.m.
Or Andrew, I've got something on my calendar this time, so I should send my wife to the doctor this time.
Okay, what about the Monday? What's Monday like?
Monday, Wednesday, the same time. That's great. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do Monday the 11th.
8 a.m. my time, right?
8 a.m. Yep.
Okay.
Let me I'm just typing in the chat. I'm putting the podcast link in there for you.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I've got this.
Awesome. Okay, well, that will be fun. We'll have some fun.
Absolutely, Andrew. Thank you very much. It's very nice to meet you. And let's keep in touch. If you'll have some ideas before our podcast, just let me know too. And let me know about your goals. Maybe I can do something for you. So that would be great to welcome you again in Moscow someday.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could see how we go, but we could maybe do an event together. You know, we could invite an online event, and we could get people in Russia and people in Australia and people in America. And
yes, that's great.
How many people is English common in Russia?
It's getting common, Andrew, with my generation. It's not common with people who are a little bit older than me, but now it's, you know, English is international language. Now we can travel. We didn't travel when was Soviet Union, and my first trip abroad was in 2008. So I didn't travel before, but now it's getting more popular. More people speak English. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right, well, we'll have a chat. All right, Pavel, it's wonderful to meet you. And so I'll see you at 8 a.m. on the 11th of October.
Andrew, the same link, or will you send me the link?
I'll send you another. It's the same link, but I'll send you another invite now.
Okay. Thank you. It's very nice to meet you.
You too.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.